So I think for season 6, Hector Salazar finds out Miguel is his son and that Miguel's mom is knocked up with another kid, with Johnny. And so he's going to insert himself into their lives and try and destroy that family. I know we're going to get a nice karate versus MMA, Johnny Lawrence versus Hector, Miguel's two fathers fighting off.
I think it's a season 7 setup.
Yeah.
Just because I think season 6 is going to be this world fight tournament thing.
Wouldn't it be interesting though, right? If Hector gets his world-renowned MMA fighters into the tournament, and this is a subplot of the tournament, is that he finds out all of this with Miguel, and so while they're also training for this tournament, Johnny, Miguel have to deal with this awful family feud drama. So
or it could play out where Miguel ends up winning the world thing.
Ooh,
and then
that's
his
a good
face
one.
is blasted everywhere. So then that's how Hector discovers it.
Oh, that's a great call. Yeah, and then he probably have pictures and video with his mom, and then he's like, "Wait a second,
I know you."
yeah."
I
Because
feel like Robbie or Sam have to win like the world tournament because they haven't won anything.
Well, I mean, you could still have them win, right? Like even if Miguel makes it far enough, and the advertising is there. They did a good job of actually hyping up how much exposure this has, like with those Instagram lines and the commercials. Like they really drove that home of like how much exposure they would be getting, and it would be inevitable. You'd think that Hector's going to see this, so I think that's a good.
I would imagine Tori potentially is the one that like will win the world tournament because, again, when they're talking about the fame and everything. That was the first time she had thought, the potential for college and everything. We know that, unfortunately, Tori doesn't have the, good home life and everything financially. So I could see that being like a big factor. If not her actually winning it, I think it would be a big talking point because, that's the whole reason she's fighting, right, is so that she can better herself, her future, and all that stuff.
My bold prediction for season 6 of Cobra Kai is... there won't be a season 6 of Cobra Kai. But I believe this is the end of the line for the show. I just think reading the tea leaves.
Wait, do you have insider information? Because that's not fair.
I don't have any insider information. But I think just because like it hasn't been announced yet, I feel like the marketing for this season was lower than the other seasons. I think with the way Netflix is going right now with kind of canceling long-standing shows, this is a show that has been going for 5 seasons, but they've commissioned 3 seasons on Netflix. I think because of all of that, like I see it unlikely of them re-upping everybody on this cast, especially because like everybody's moving on to bigger projects and production is getting more expensive. So I think this is the end for Cobra Kai.
I really hope that's not the case.
Me too, obviously. But,
yeah, I mean, just because like they have set up, the Hector stuff with they haven't set it up. We've kind of put it out there that's what we want.
Set it
yeah,
up. Yeah,
we've set it up. I think that would be interesting. The World Tournament would be also another like interesting thing. There is still, the nice thing I think is there is still kind of like more story to tell. So
for sure,
yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't end up being that way.
I think we talked about this last season. Like this show can move beyond the current slate of kids. They're introducing enough other younger kids like the Kennys and Daniel's son and everything to like eventually be the lead kids within the show, to kind of take over some of that stuff when like the Robbies and the Miguels and the Sams and the Tories kind of move on. So could continue on forever.
Yeah, it could be. Was it Lapusso?
Lapusso. I mean, and also there's nothing to say that like the kids in high school now have to even leave. Like some of them could become senseis, right?
Make their own dojos.
They could all exactly. We could have our 10 dojo war that Ravi really wants.
What if it's like, so they come to the realization like Cobra Kai is too expensive. So they're like, we will still be in this universe. We'll call it something else. Like, what is the Fang one?
Eagle Fang.
So they'll make like the Netflix will be like, here's Eagle Fang, and it follows
His Robbie Doe.
Yeah, exactly. And like it'll follow like they'll get like maybe one of the characters, and then the rest will like just be guest appearances, right? To kind of continue expanding everything until they build their universe. But what you realize is they're just following the Power Rangers model.
Exactly.
So they just get in a
exactly.
bunch of new kids every year to keep costs way down.
And I think they would make Robbie the Tommy of this universe.
That would make sense. Yeah.
The guy who started bad is now good.
Yep.
He has all the martial arts inside of him. Yeah.
That's my bold prediction. Netflix is going to follow the Power Rangers model and just make a bunch of spin-offs, different dojo names, and it'll just be new kids and similar storylines, and just keep going forever.
Forever.
They just got to figure out like a better merch setup.
When will they go to space?
Honestly, they should just why not just go the route of Fast and Furious and make it as ridiculous as possible. So like Terry Silver returns in season 58 as a robot and has robot assassins. Yeah, why not?